Hello, fellow swivelheads. This is Greg Allison, Green Greg's, coming to you live on Wednesday night, and it is what is the night? This is uh, June the 23rd. Time on deck is 23
Hello,
1000 hours.
Swivelheads. This is Greg Allison, Green Greg's, coming to you live.
Yeah, that always comes in delayed. I didn't catch it quick enough. So tonight we'll have a little fun. We're going to keep this a short session because I'm going live. We'll have a premiere in a chat room on Lake Project at about 12:15, which is just a little bit an hour from now. So I'm going to keep this down to an hour, everyone. So I'll show you that in a second. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Wednesday night. I would have been on here earlier, but I had other things that had me occupied. So for those that are just joining, this is a video as a live chat between my followers and myself, and my followers and each other. This is a community chat session. This is just a chance to be a community, to be a family. And that's what we are here on Green Greg's. We're a family. So this is our chance to have that companionship that's so lacking in our modern society. Even though restrictions are coming down a lot of places, there's still a lot of families that just won't quite get together. And that's kind of sad. But that's the way it is. A lot of people are still worried about things, the bug going around, for example. And you know, there's talk of a whole nother version of it. Let's get the crystal focused a little bit. Isn't that pretty? When I do that, right through the Blue Bottle Bunny Farms Santa, alien Santa that they gave me, as you might remember. This is made for me by the Blue Bottle Bunny Farms. It's got Santa with alien. And if you don't know, I'm Santa. Oh. Now, again, this is just an open community chat session, and a chance to catch up a little bit. I will share a little space with other stuff. And, you know, I've had a couple of good videos. I just did a video on this channel about an Apollo project for water. Why in the world should we be fighting each other over water today? We're talking about prospective major warfare between India and Pakistan, or India and China, all over water. In fact, water had a lot to do with what's going on between Russia and the Ukraine, specifically with respect to Crimea, because Ukraine had cut off water to Crimea. Yet they had an ocean, the Black Sea, all around Crimea. You know what? I've talked about this in that video, the Apollo Project for Water, talking about how extraction of lithium could actually be a very profitable industry and get you a large way toward desalination of water, and how graphene could be used for that, and how these things could be multiplied. And I'm going to cover this again on Rex's channel later. We'll do another video. How these could be multiplied into many spin-off industries that would really boom the economy of this country. So I really think an Apollo Project for Water is on tap. Water's on tap. So should this be. Also, I've done a video on my Galactic Graves channel about the prospects for life on the ice moon Enceladus. Turns out the methane content coming there out of is much higher than one would expect. And we also talked about this on Leak Project, and a video just posted on Leak Project a little over an hour ago, and another video is coming on Leak Project in about an hour from now. It is now 1400 hours, and at 1500 hours in the morning, my time, there will be another video posted on Leak Project where we're going to further discussions of things that go woo-woo. Maybe how to make them go woo-woo. It should be a lot of fun. So if you don't know and you've never seen Rex and I, we have a ball together. Rex and I, when we get together, it's a party. We cut up. Well, we talk about very serious topics, but there's no reason why you can't have a little fun doing so. So let's see who's in the chat room. Let's see what's being said here. We got 23 watching. That's great. 23 watching. Who all's here? We got Nippy NF for 4L. It's not for real. Not for real. Is that what that stands for? Nippy, not for real. Nippy, not for real. NF4L. Did I get it? Did I get it right? Well, that's a catchy name there, Nippy. And we got Shazbot19, JR with a thumbs up. Thank you. Hey, I need thumbs up, guys. We got 23 in the room, 24 in the room. Thumbs up really helps. Sweeps, how you doing, Sweeps? And Jesse, we got two people from Arizona popping in together, Sweeps and Jesse Mills. That's awesome. And if y'all don't know, I've got a big Arizona connection. My biggest property, don't show up in the video. My biggest property is in Arizona. I got 40 acres there. But I'm with Andrew right now. I am in Bama. Andrew Kemp, living in left field. Howdy, Greg. Howdy, just getting home. Oh, okay. Well, I just got home too, really, a little bit ago. Howdy from South Carolina, says James Schrader. All right. So I went up to Leoma, Tennessee tonight with a guy who does a little work for me. He's also got a lot of mechanic experience. Looked at an old broken down dump truck. The guys were asking $1,800 for it, but you know, I offered them $600 in the end. They didn't even meet me there. I mean, I drove over an hour and a half to get to Tennessee, and it was at, you know, they let your cousin show it to us. You know, I'm thinking if I put in that much time, if I want to buy something, I want to do that right there and then. I mean, you know, people ought to show up with the deeds and be ready to sell. And I talked and coordinated this with them ahead of time. I thought they would be there. Nope, they weren't there. And to me, that's kind of rude. I went way out to get there, and you know, I might have made them a better offer had they have shown up. I offered them $600. They were asking $1,800. Well, I don't have a lot of money, but I do need a flatbed truck for Arizona, and Lord knows, I've seen some real rust buckets out there they were asking almost $5,000 for. New. You know, I will buy one and ship it to Arizona before I do that. Right, Sweeps. Oh, excuse me, guys. No, I did not find my wallet. I did not. So I got to go sit there and cheap on everything right now, guys. Pardon me. No, I did not find it. You know, honestly, anti-police supporters watch police versus dogs. What? Anti-police supporters. So if you're against supporting police, you watch police versus dogs. Okay. Arizona's not cheap. You're right, Sweeps. You're right. It's not cheap. So I'm trying to get a few things to take out there to get ready. My biggest thing I got to do is be able to put in a well. I did, hey, Sweeps, I did find somebody out there who talked like they might be able to do it on a couple months' notice, and they talked like it may only have to go about 200. They say for where my spot is in Arizona, you should only have to go about 250 feet deep. I don't know. Hey, also, another point of contact. Turns out that Diamond of the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, his best friend, lives between Sholo and Snowflake, which is not that far below my place there. And he goes by Geezer. That's what Diamond calls him. So I said, hey, Geezer, I'm 61. How close am I to being a geezer? And he said he was 68. So, you know, maybe I'm knocking on it, huh? So Monica Young says, who are they arresting in Arizona? Yeah, I've been hearing some strange stuff. Sweets, what do you think? Who are they? Who are they arresting in Arizona? I've not followed it as closely. Excuse me. So maybe Jesse Mills and Sweeps can talk to that in the chat room here. Again, at 11, we're at 11:1800. We're at 11:19 p.m. or 1900 hours my time, and less than an hour. Leak Project is going to be having a show, and Sweeps, I haven't heard, not me. Interesting. So I'll show you what's going to be coming up on Leak Project while we're going to cut short tonight. Give me a second to do the share. Ding, 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 ding. Now, this is a little off topic for Green Greg's, but see, this was also a show he just posted with me, and this one's coming up plainly for you to see. That's listed my time, 12:15. So I got the reminder on, so I can catch this, and I will be there in the chat room. So if y'all will come join, it should be a lot of fun. You know how it is with Rex and I, we cut up, and it's always a party when we're together. In person or via chat podcast over the internet. Rex and I have a ball, we always do. And hopefully he might pop in here for a little bit tonight. So I'm not looking at the chat room. He might even be here right now for all I know. So we can go check a little weather out while we're at it. I like this windy. It kind of gives you a nationwide what's going on in the winds. Sweep that out of the way there. Check this out, guys. So, you know, we got down, you know, summertime here now, but last night it got down here in the sunny south, it got down to 55 degrees. Look at this, Huntsville, 68 degrees. I swear I had to put extra blankets on my bed last night. I had 3 blankets and a sheet in the summertime when I'm usually sleeping under nothing but moving air of a fan. So here we go. Let's dial in here. See, it's kind of chilly down here, guys. Down here in the heart of Dixie in the sunny south. It's downright chilly. Let's zoom in a little bit more, see if it's give us some more granularity. So I am right about here in this whole spectrum stuff. But I drove over close to Lawrenceburg. This is where, see, that's a long drive, and it took me through a bunch of windy roads. Actually, it was Leoma that I drove to. I wonder if this will show Leoma if I zoom in a little more. It was way out in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna tell you guys. We went through all kind of windy roads, saw a lot of deer, but it was really pretty. Really, really pretty as we were driving around. But it was back here. We went through all kind of windy mountain roads. But we wasn't near no town. We must have been way off down here somewhere. I don't know. It was windy, 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 windy. Here I'm looking at windy on windy. But we were in some windy, windy roads. And they were narrow little roads too, around hills and hollows and all kind of stuff. So I want to track back over here and see what's going on by comparison. See, it's getting hotter as I'm going further west. Yikes! But look, we just hit a cool spot here. Fort Summer, Santa Rosa. Okay. Is this Sonora? What are we looking at here? Oh. Sakara. Rio Grande. And we'll come across here. And there we go. There's Sholo. And there's Snowflake. All right, where's our temperatures? Okay, Sholo is 68. Well, holy smoke, about the same temperature in Sholo as this where I'm at. But Sholo is kind of right at the foot of these mountains. And in fact, there's trees here. Not trees where I'm at. So this tends to be a little cooler. Well, look, Snowflake. My property is right around here, guys. This is where my property is. This not too bad right now, huh? 73 in Snowflake. Okay. Interesting. Actually, my property is right here. To be more specific. So it's right on the cusp of cooler and slightly warmer. See, there's Sholo, Snowflake, Holbrook. The Grand Canyon's right over here, guys. It's about an hour and a half from where I'm going to be at. That's some good wind up in here. You know, Greenland. Can you imagine being at some of these radar sites on the dew line? Those are some really remote duty stations, guys. Watching to see if the Ruskies don't send something at us. We got a little spiral storm here, bringing up a Chinook right into Alaska. A warm breeze coming out over like that. That means it warms up there, and the cooler air usually comes around. And when it's warm in Alaska, it's cold here. When it's cold in Alaska, it's warm here. It's just kind of the way it is. Yeah, see, that air is some of it's been funneled up right through the mountain passes and coming down. I bet it's quite windy up there. Delta Junction. Delta Junction. What is your conjunction? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? Yeah, it's not showing Fort Greeley where I was at. I'm getting closer to what it's going to be. Donnelly training area. There we go. Fort Greeley. Allen Army Airfield. What kind of fidelity this is going to get to? Oh, it's contour maps. Oh, this is nice. I didn't know you got contour when you went in here. That's real nice. Bike trail. Well, they didn't have that there then. Okay, I used to live right around here. No, actually, and maybe the road's gone. I bet it was right here. I bet the road might not be in here now. They have tore down a lot of the housing. Yeah, that's the chapel. So they used to be housing right in this area. They tore it down. I lived right here. That's gone now. Interesting. I used to work right down here. There's an old nuke plant here that you're not showing. Interesting. Oh, well, let's check space weather while we're at it, guys. I'll come back to the chat room. So we've only got about another half an hour, maybe a little better. We're going to bug out and go to see Rex's show here in a little bit. So, well, we got one sunspot over here, 2833, kind of sliding around. So nothing major going on with the sun right now. Oh, look at this, 24 UN 271. This is the big object of the news lately, the huge comet. And Rex has talked about this, guys. This thing is ginormous, maybe 60 to 230 miles across, way bigger than the event that wiped out the dinosaurs, and probably would be coming in a lot faster. But it's not coming in any closer than the orbit of Saturn. It's usually when you get inside the orbit of Jupiter, which would be like right about here, that you start getting significant outgassing with a comet tail forming. But we'll probably see a little something with a telescope out here. Man, if this thing whipped in the inner solar system, this would be a sight to see. If it whipped in close to the sun at that size, holy smoke, that'd be the comet of a lifetime. But a lot of these comets tend to split apart when they get under a lot of gravitational stress near the sun. This thing might break into a zillion comets. And some people think that some of the extinction events we saw are when an object like this came out of the Oort cloud and broke up in the inner solar system, and then the breakup pieces eventually got a bunch of the planets. A large super comet, and this is a super comet, guys. It's huge. In fact, it would classify as a minor planet, not a planet. It's big, ginormous. But the orbit of it is 612,000 and some odd years. I think some change here. So it's a huge orbit. Well, you know, that firmament ceiling is going to have to be mighty tall to incorporate something that takes 612,000 years to swing around. For my dear flat earther friends. Yeah, you can see I don't have a lot of confidence in that. So what's the asterisk are? We'll check here with the weather. Flares, high altitudes, 20%. Okay. So they're expecting that things will be popping in the high altitudes. But then it starts falling down. I'm not expecting anything major with that little sunspot. So near Earth asteroids, well, there's a whole lot of red in this chart. We are down here on the right about here. We're on the 23rd of June, 24th of June. Well, this is not much red in the past, and it's got more red in the future than we typically see on these charts. So that's interesting. But most of the red are within the last 3 years. Okay, that's last 4 or 5 years discoveries. They're all fairly recent discoveries. And let's look at the distance from Earth. Yeah. 3 lunar distances. That is some distance away, guys. It's about the closest one that we see on here. That's nothing to get too scared about. That's 23 meters in diameter. That's pretty good size. So all interesting. All righty, guys. So we've had a little fun looking at all this stuff. And here we are. Oh, yeah. Why don't we talk about space weather? Why is it important? Because it can affect our power grid. Solar storms can cause grid collapse. And unlike some people who think it can only happen in the daytime when you're on the sun side, no. The Quebec power grid, see, the charged particles come into Earth's magnetosphere, which distributes them around. If you didn't have that, you wouldn't have an aurora on the night side of the Earth. Well, it's this phenomenology that these charged particles entering that gives you the coronal mass ejections CME, and it creates a electrical currents actually in the ground, and that caused the Quebec power grid to fail in 1989, and it was actually on the morning of the 13th of March, just after 2:44 a.m. in the wee hours of the morning, in the dark, on the dark side of the planet. And I've heard a major YouTuber who gets way more confused than me, although he's not a power grid expert, tell people that couldn't happen. Well, guess what? It can happen. He's got a great channel. I actually like him and watch him. I'm not going to name his name, but you just got to be careful what you're. Yeah, intuitively you would think that. I can get where he comes from, but it's just not the case. Stop the share. Hey, hello. How's everybody doing? Here, I pinched myself with a hammer, putting in tent pegs the other day at the farmer's market. So, yeehaw, we got microgreens growing. They're growing on. They're doing good. Now, let me come back here and check. Let's check back up and see what people are saying, what I'm missing. We got 46 in the room. Very good, but only 35 likes. Oh, we got a super chat from JR. All right, JR, thank you. And JR says, a small amount of dollars for you to get some turmeric, black pepper, and ginger tea per Dr. Outs helps with. Okay, you're actually looking for some turmeric, black pepper, and ginger tea. Well, I do turmeric, but I've not been selling it because I didn't have that much this year. I got what little bit I got. I'm probably going to replant most of it. I might have a little bit I could send you, but if you really want me to do that, you need to email me or send me an address. But I don't want to get in the habit of selling because I don't really have that much right now. I didn't, guys. I should have been harvesting after about the time I had the wreck, and I couldn't get hired help at the time, and things just weren't working out so well for me. So a lot of my turmeric got messed up in the field. Some of it's coming back up from where it was at. Anywho, let's see what everybody's saying. I've been chatting here, running my lips. Let's see what's going on in the chat room here. Let's see, got to catch up. JR says, you need some turmeric and pepper. Oh, tell me I need some. You need some turmeric and pepper and ginger tea. I heard great. Yeah, okay. I've got turmeric. I got enough for me. And ginger, okay. Tea. So I need to make a tea out of this pepper. Now the pepper goes with turmeric. The pepperine and pepper sets the turmeric off. No kidding. Mr. Kane, hello, Master Swivel. Thank you, thank you. Sweeps, saying cool. Tara Monica, treasonous voter fraud. Howdy from Idaho, New. All right, howdy in Idaho. How cool is Idaho? We could go back to Wendy and check it out, right? We might do that. And let's see, Jesse, 50 foot more than likely will not be able to drink water. 50 foot more. Okay, Jesse. So you're in Arizona. You said if I go 50 foot more, we'll be able to drink it. I don't know. There's some good deep wells going to Coconina Aquifer. It seems to be good water. And stellar core. Are you the core of a star? Or are you a star? Stellar core. And solar, SBI says good evening. So we had stellar and solar, one right below the other. Monica Young. What is possibility going to happen around July the 20th? Well, it's the anniversary of the moon landing. Apollo 11 landed on 20 July. So that's a holiday for some of us. And Ring Greg's is going, hey, 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 hey. Is that like the barking dogs? And Professor Schwartzman donned his K9 cool decoder after years and years of hard work and research and development. See what barking dogs are actually saying. What are they saying? Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, this comic is on my wall. I think I've shown that a time or two to some of y'all. I'm walking around showing things. Frozen World, howdy, Greg. How are you? I enjoy your last podcast one night with Rex. So are you and Rex doing another podcast tonight? Yeah, there's one that's about to premiere, and about 45 minutes. So we'll be there. Jesse, hamburgers and tacos, says Randy Newman. Jesse Mills had no idea who is being arrested. Okay. That's interesting. Thumbs up from Alexis H. Ba. Well, thank you. Monica Young, I don't believe in climate change. I think that we had a bad cycle of the sun and solar flares. What do you think? Well, the climate's always changing, but the question is it amp from, how do you say, man-made climate change? Is it man-made? Are we driving it? I think Mother Nature drives harder than humanity. It's got a bigger foot on the pedal. All right, Dennis Amina says, California is just physically resembling the hell that it is. Hey, what can I say? Yes, I think you're onto something. Jesse, he ran. Oh, I'm going to say those words on there. Chief Redbird is laughing. That's good. New News got more hamburgers, tacos, and pizzas now. Okay, so we're expanding the menu here. Kathleen, sounds like life. Morning light. Hi, Greg, moderators and all. Well, hi to you. And Sherry Sullivanby. Then we got a J.I. That's like, where are you from? Green Greg live right now. Oh, you're in Leoma. You passed my house. I might have. My GPS put me on a real dog leg. I probably passed every little property in Leoma. But I was in Leoma tonight. Absolutely. Not in downtown Leoma for such a place. I didn't see any square or any collection of buildings, but the address was Leoma. So I don't have the address on this in my car. I was looking at a dump truck listed in what do you call it? Facebook Marketplace, and it was rough. That thing was rough. Ooh, it was rough. So, but you know, it could be made to work, but it's going to take a lot of work to get it in shape. But it could work. So, you know, if the guy will, if he'll deal with me, I might buy it. But he's going to have to show up in person and have a real bill of sale that's got his name on it, not his dad's name. I'm thinking. It's his dad died. It was his dad's truck. Monica Young, and question, is the water disappearing out of the West? Certain people buying water rights. You know, there's always these people trying to buy water rights. I think some of that's horrible. Colorado Jan, I got a little rain this evening. Hey, not enough, but it was good to see rain. Amen. Smelled good too. I bet. I love the smell of rain. So, yes, if California got rain, they will just let it drain the ocean. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people are trying to control this there, Dennis. Kathleen, on the river? Nice painted hills. Well, I saw a lot of that. New Days, Old Ways says, hi, everyone. Good to see you from Maine. Jesse, Grand Canyon is a bit farther than a couple of hours. Well, where are you at, Jesse? Where are you at? I think it's about an hour and a half from my location. But it takes a good 3 hours to get down into like Phoenix area. Maybe longer than that. I've made that trip a couple times. I don't know, 3 hours sticks in my mind, but now that I think about it, that's a lot farther than what it takes me to get a 6 hour trip here in Alabama. I think it's farther. Let's see. Jesse Mills, forest is closing at 6:06 tomorrow. Why are they closing the forest? Is it fire threats? What's going on there? Help me out. Dennis Minnis, there's a man growing oranges in South Carolina. Okay, I saw a guy growing oranges in a greenhouse up in the high Midwest. He used ground air to cool it. Wise Al's here. Hi, Wise Al. Kathleen Waters missed. What'd you miss, Kathleen? Good to see you. JR says, Green Gregs, do you have a Dr. Oz recipe? No, I don't. Is that what I need? James Strader, 1982. In 1982, I was at Fort Greely, Alaska. I got there on April the 1st, 1981. And I left there the 23rd of April, 1982. 3. That's my tour in Alaska. Flat at my Florida home, but not flat at my Arkansas cabin. I would guess was I believe that. And Jin Moon Lake. Jesus is the only way. Says yes, Earth is flat. Well, it's if do you believe that there's a solid firmament overhead? And how do you explain long-term comets? How do you explain the short-term comets like Halley's Comet that returns over 76 years? That's a big orbit to go out, guys. 76 years. Let's see. Ronald Roberts says, okay, any good herbal books you recommend to get at? Okay, I keep getting those questions. I got to show. Yeah, I got one. My best herbal book, though, is probably not in print right now. It's written by Daryl Sutton. If you can find, look up Daryl Sutton. I think he's wrote one of the best herbal books out there. And he's a friend of mine. I met him. He lives in town my mom used to take me to all the time, where I used to have a lot of family here in Alabama. Yeah, really sad about John McAfee. Uh-oh, did he bite the dust? And they were after him. They were really after that guy. So Jen Wood says, it's flat, but I think that's a journey one has to take for themselves. And you say Flat Earth Society, they're not really flat earthers. Yeah, they tell us they have memberships all around the world, right? Roll Tide. Hey, I buy that, Jen Wood. Jen Moon Light. I get that right. Roll Tide. Amen to that. Roll Tide. Yeah. So let's see. Jeremy Fuson. Hello from Montana. JR says, Green Greg I gave you Dr. Oz recipe. Oh, okay, I got it. But didn't have proportions. So ginger tea, pepper, and turmeric. Okay, yeah, I get that. There's also been a lot of recipes for golden tea, which is brewed in milk, hot milk. Let's see here, Monica Young. Where is the latest plant? When is the latest to plant veggies this summer around Georgia? Are you in North Georgia or Southern Georgia, Monica? And what kind of vegetables do you want to plant? It varies. You know, I got a little cheat sheet here that I like to use. Hang on, guys. This is for Alabama, but it holds the same for Georgia. It's kind of hard to see here. Maybe I should post this or cover it one day on my channel. So what's still good to plant right now? Well, the 30th of June you can do okra, and I need to get out and get some okra in the ground, but I'm really pushing it. I have it done. I developed my own species of okra, and I'm not planting them a couple years. The seeds may not be good. I may have already pushed it too far. So let's see here. I hope I can get it in the ground. I got so many irons in the fire right now, guys. I know the vehicle hunts and different things going on. It's choking me. I got to do some stuff in my greenhouse. I got more things I can do right now chasing at me. So let's see. July. Okay, so snap beans, they're best planted. Oh, I got an avalanche going to pull this down. Snap beans are best planted either in April or August the 5th to the 20th. If you're in this area, pole beans, what's coming up July 20th through the 5th. Lima beans, same time frame. Beans, pole, lima, about July 15th through August the 1st. So beans, are still out there. Broccoli, August the 1st through the 15th. Brussels sprouts, August month. 1st of August through the 1st of September. So there's a lot of stuff. Cabbage you can plant later. Carrots you plant really in, this says March, but I planted them later. July to 20 September. Cauliflower, you can plant it July 25th. Yeah, so you can do a lot of late vegetables. But some vegetables, you really got to hit now, and you got to hit them like corn, sweet corn. You better have it planted by the 30th of June. If you want to do okra, by the 30th of June. A lot of other vegetables that you plant in the spring or you've already passed. Sweet potatoes, you can plant them to the 30th of June. Of course, that's transplanting, setting them out. If you're not setting them out by the 30th of June, you're too late. But summer squash, you can still plant them as late. Right now, you'd want to do it in like 1st of August to the 15th of August. Winter squash, actually, you got to start winter squash earlier, like 15 July to August 1. Now, this will vary. The dates will change as you go north. Oh, Inventor Lee Wilbarger's in the house. Hello, Greg and everyone. Hey, Lee, I need to talk to you. I finally got that push to talk app running, and I need a little lesson on how to make it work right. So it took me a zillion times to get that darn thing to load. So we need to chat about it. So I got the push to talk loaded. Somebody was asking me about when to plant. These planting dates I'm giving for my part of the state, you move the date back a little bit. For the southern part, you move it forward. So about 10 days, depending on where you're at. So this is a little guide sheet I use. There's a lot of little guide sheets you can look up on the internet. This one used to be provided by the agriculture cooperative offices in Alabama, but they don't provide it anymore. I'm glad I got one that did. So yeah, sweet. So I've been growing my sweet potatoes inside. Okay. So let's scroll back up. In 30 minutes, there's going to be a show on. 61 in the room now. Well, thank y'all. Let's get some more thumbs up, guys. So in 61 minutes, we're going live with the Rex Premier. Let's see here. Let me scroll back up and see what all I've missed. I'll scroll down. And New Day, as always, says, all your southern tornadoes flew up to Maine. Yeah, you've been having storms. We had some too, but not in my area. Heavy nuclear weather can affect the power grid. Well, yeah, the coronal mass ejections. Wise-Owl, I've lived all over East, South Florida. Okay. Yeah, so Wise-Owl's got Florida and Arkansas covered. Monica Young, what do you think about Russian warship? Well, the Russian warships have been doing a couple of things. One, they've been going around Hawaii to monitor, it seems, our missile launch. They did a training exercise there. It caused us to scramble our F-22s quite a few times in the last few days. And then they're actually surrounding and seemingly harassing Great Britain for some reason. So there's a lot of tension on Great Britain and the Ruskies right now. In fact, the British had a ship fired on by a Russian warship in the Black Sea. I bet Mr. Lee Wilbarger would have something to say about that. So Lee, chime in if you're still with us. I would like to hear what you think about that, your 2 cents. So maybe that would be a good reason to do a show, Lee. Vic Garcia, greetings, Earthlings. All right. Jesse Mills. Well, most wells are about 300 to 400 feet. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Many areas are dry. That major aquifer you're referring to is very, very deep. Right. I know. That's what I've been told. But I've talked to a drilling company there. It told me that my location, I thought they could hit water 250 feet. Yeah, I don't know. But I've talked to several oil drillers in the area already. We'll be talking to more. Let's see here. McKeefy has been taken into a witness protection program. Oh, McAfee, yeah. Well, he did a lot of our internet security software once upon a time. Hello from Montana. Oh, I'm actually re-going through some comments I already went through. Let's see here. Jesse Mills says, of course, can get there in half the time if the daughter is driving. Oh, talking about to the Grand Canyon. So where are you driving to the Grand Canyon from? Because you says it's over 2 hours for you. Are you closer than my location to it? Sweet. Keep your eyes open for land out by Greg. There you go. So if you're in the Snowflake area, that's a good place if you want to be close to me. Monica Young, North Georgia, tomatoes, beans, potatoes, watermelon. Yeah, you're getting a little late for planting watermelon. A little late. Let's see. McAfee died in a Spanish prison. He was going to be moved to the U.S. to face charges. Yeah, that's a good question. Okra's awesome. It is. Yeah, what happened to him? That is a good question. Wild Animus, how do you? Just planting my potatoes, new. Wise Owl, planted okra. I started in greenhouse yesterday. Oh, okay. Phew, it's kind of getting hot in here to me right now. We've had some really cool weather. I don't know how I'm feeling warm right now. Jen Moon, Jesus is the only way. He says, love pickled okra. Man, I do too. I like my okra anyway. I can get it fried, pickled, boiled, raw even. Do you think aliens will want to be taken to our leaders? No, why would they want to go there? Let's see. What could it possibly gain from that? Getting ready to plant this week, says Sweeps. That's good. You do. Take us to your sniffer. Sniffer in chief. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got it, buddy. Sniffy Joe. Sniffy Joe. Not Snuffy Smith. Sniffy Joe. Anybody ever heard of Snuffy Smith? Lee says, up behind midnight every night. Well, Lee, I'm about to go in and do this session on Rex. He's going to do a live one here in a little bit. Are you going to be still up when that's over? MOD denied it being fired on. Yeah, they did. So you believe that's the Ministry of Defense. That is the British version of our Department of Defense. What we call Department of Defense, the British have their Ministry of Defense, MOD. All right, will he fix it? Missiles launch off Florida. Military weapons. What are you saying here? Did not deny the 3 bombs. Oh, okay, well, Lee. Let's see, Tom Worry, big comet usually has smaller hitchhikers. Oh, that could be. How far out might they be from a comet that large? They would still be fairly close to them, and it's coming in outside the orbit of Saturn. Normally, we shouldn't have to worry about something like that unless it gets, if something that's coming with this comet gets captured by the gravitational, if it passes close enough to the planet Saturn, just because it's in the orbit of Saturn, I mean, it's anywhere near Saturn, but if it comes close enough to a planet, the planet should slingshot an orbital moon of this body, then it might come in on us. Could be up, not sure. Okay, now I'm gonna have to bottom the chat. All right. So, well, if you're seeing that session in, it's probably gonna be about 40 minutes or so, maybe an hour tops. If you see that session in, Lee, and you're still up, just text me. I'll still be up. If I'm not doing a video, I might do a video. I haven't done a video in a few days. I'm behind on videos, but I've just been too many hours in the fire. All right, guys, what time is the show? Leak project starts at 1/4 past the hour, the upcoming hour. So let me do a share screen here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Ding. Wrong button. Ding. Oh, there we are. Leak project. And this is a show I just aired with Rex and I. It says an hour ago. This isn't right. Let me update this. Let's refresh it now. 3 hours ago. And it's got 2,600 watchers. This one comes on in about 19 minutes. It's got 22 people waiting. That's cool. So go in here and put the reminder on. And boy, isn't he pretty. Ain't he pretty? Oh my goodness. Like I want to take a bite out of you. So let's see. Creating anti-gravity fields, analysis of grays, ET abductions. Rocket scientist Greg Allison. Well, that's really far afield for the topic for Green Gregs, but it's closer to my galactic Gregs. For those that don't know, what I ought to do is come over here and look at green grids. So what we could show you is this is the Apollo project for water video I was mentioning. That's where everybody needs to come check this one out. This is a really awesome video, an awesome topic. Hey, if you haven't checked out the bug out videos, it hits the fan, safe bug out locations. That's something you might want to watch. And here, I had no views yesterday. Gosh, guys, help! So let's go in here and yeah. Let's type in galactic rigs. Now, see, there's a whole bunch. This is a new guy. His channel's much newer than mine, but he's Galactic Greg, not Greg's. And he's already got way more subscribers. Holy smoke. It's a religious channel. Oh, that's him, three-headed dragon. There I am. Who's these other guys? Oh, my goodness. This comic book guy. Now, he's got an apostrophe S. I don't have an apostrophe. But here we are. Bing. Too many channels that name. Or something close to it. Evidence found for life on Enceladus. But only 214 views. Maybe you guys can knock that up a little bit, throw a few views into it. If you're not subscribed to this channel, if you're interested in space, please come over here and subscribe to Galactic Greg's. And here I'm talking about one of my friends, Jesse Murphy, who I did the farming video with, because this guy's been farming and is throwing in the towel, this young guy. So check out this video. And he also is interested in space. So he actually went down and videoed a rocket launch for me. Inside Scoop on Virgin Galactic with my buddy Tim Pickens. Here I'm talking about space nuclear power from Russia, our balloon launch hybrid rockets. And here I'm interviewing Bob Zuber, an old buddy of mine. And in case you really wonder, the balloon launch hybrid rockets. Here's one of the motors. This is a hybrid fuel grain that was burned for a few seconds. We didn't burn up the whole grain. We shut the test off. This could actually be still fired. It could be fired again. It's definitely within the realm of possibility, but it's a souvenir now, a relic of a Hart Catch Prize rocket, which is the rocket in the middle of this picture here. Anyway, yeah, here I'm talking about moon rockets, new Earth, sun found, new planets, life on Venus, and if you come around, you might even find our. That's a problem. These little lists run out real quick. So if you really want to see the videos on the channel, click videos. Click videos. And one of my best videos in here is colonize Venus first, and I'll update that one in the not too distant future. Alrighty, guys. Let's see what we are 17 minutes from the Leap Project premiere. Let me come back and see what everybody's saying. Hey, hello. All right, let me go over here and check out the chat room. And then Lee says hello again. 50 watching, very good. And we got 59 likes. Frozen World familiar. Okay, let me scroll up. Let me scroll up. All right, what time is the show? So we covered that. Happy strawberry moon. I'm out. Yeah, it is a happy strawberry moon. That's what we got right now. Strawberry full moon, the last super moon of this year. They tell us. Randy Cummins is talking. Okay, so Venner Lee Wilbarger will be there. Yeah, it's going to be far out, Lee. But Rex and I, when we get together, we cut it. We have a big time. It's a party every time Rex and I get together. So I'm not exactly sure what what he's going to put in his cut, because we talked for 2 hours and he's got a cut on it here. Sweeps, I hate the heat here. Well, if you hate the heat, you're in the wrong place. 110 degrees yesterday. Woo-wee. Well, Sweeps, you need to be getting on up toward Snowflake. Sweeps will be in Snowflake, and so will Sweeps and Shannon. You might have seen my farmers market videos. Shannon and Sweeps will be there in the Snowflake operation. Wait till full monsoon where the heat, but 70 to 80% humidity. Oh Lord, that's like we have here. Randy Cummins, Green Greg's mining cobalt needed for the production of batteries is really causing a stir in the Independent Republic of Congo over child labor. It's lithium. Yeah, child labor. They're using a lot of child labor, and it's really dangerous for the environment. It's a mess. And the Chinese are profiting from it mostly, so it would do us a lot of strategic good to harvest lithium from the seawater and then desalinate that water. Alrighty, guys, let's see here. We're 15 minutes away. I'm going to cut out a little bit shy because I got to get some more coffee. I just drank, well, I still got a little bit here. But I definitely got to refresh the coffee. Maybe even get a little water. So let's see. Woot woot, says the ghost. Nice old truck. I mean, well, yeah, I've been looking for an old truck. So I am set to buy a fifth wheel and a nice truck. Okay, good. So I'm out looking for these flatbeds. This one's got a bed on about 14 foot long. So Frozen World says Rex will be around there next week. Yeah, he will. He will. Plus the snowflake filming. Yeah, he's asked me if I can get out there, but unfortunately, I really can't get out there yet. I got a whole lot going on with work, and I need my money set up to do the well and all that. So when I go out there, I need to make a trip that's really going to count toward getting the snowflake farm in operation. And Jesse says, Greg, how is the next show going to be listed? You mean the one with Rex? Okay, hang on. We'll go share again. Give me a second. It's already listed right now. All you got to do is find it. Hang on. Give me a second. And look at that pretty picture there. That is the one we're talking about. That's what's going to be on Rex shows coming up. So you might consider this a warm-up, pre-premiere. And there's this one. But of course, I say go over to Galactic Greg's also and check out evidence for life found on the Enceladus. I got a lot of funny videos here. There's our balloon launched hybrid rockets. Green Mars, a little perhaps some evidence for life there. One of my very earliest videos way back here. You scroll all the way down. There's one of the Rex, alien invasion, how to stop an alien invaders. Actually, just check that out. That is really what you need to do. Fossils from space. I see there's a very interesting program that covers panspermia. And my friend here, Richard Hoover, has found what looks like all kinds of fossil evidence for life in meteorites. Check this out. This video will probably knock your socks off. And here I'm talking about the F1 rocket engine. That's got a lot of views. One for this channel, that's a lot of views. Now, there are two older videos. My original two videos are not listed anymore because they were doing so well. The lady who was a subject in them was getting so many calls. She asked me to take them down. And they had to do with the same topic that Rex and I will be talking about tonight. So, all right, that is 11 minutes from now. So it may be time for us to break out of here in a minute. That was a live session there. So if we sort this by most popular, you find my most popular topic had to do with a new Earth sun. Rocket engine is next. These both pale compared to the one I had to delete. Anywho, people love to see a crash, right? Don't people love crashes? They love seeing aliens, crashes, and big rocket motors. Well, we can cover that. Will SpaceX nuke Boca Chica? Lee, what would you say to that? Will SpaceX nuke Boca Chica? Well, you know, a Saturn V or Russian N1 rocket is likened to a small atom bomb in energy, and the Starship is going to be twice the amount of fuel. So it would be, yeah, it could be ugly if it went off. The N1 rocket threw debris 6 miles, and Boca Chica is only 2 miles from the launch site. But hopefully they'll move that stuff offshore, and they have gotten most people to evacuate Boca Chica. But holy smoke, who would think to put a major rocket site next to 2 miles from a town? I guess he figured he'd get it all by eminent domain, but that's not happening. Okay, we're 10 minutes from showtime with Rex. So I'm gonna stop that share, check my hello, how y'all doing? Check my last comments here, and we're going to bug out, guys. No evidence of it frozen. What the frozen world says. Okay, Lee, see you there. What was the previous thing? Hey, Greg, are you familiar with Mike from around the world? Okay, council time. No, I think that's bogus. Frozen world. So that's what Lee's talking about. Okay, yeah, guys, that's bogus. Mike from around the world is smoking it. It's bogus. I ain't buying it, guys. Look, that's the kind of stuff that led Steve Manoon to say last year, in August of last year, or earlier, he was saying in August, he says, come September last year, no one on Earth will be able to deny, because we'll be getting so many asteroid strikes, and Nibiru will be in the sky and plain for all to see. So in August, and he said it would happen in September, I came out with a video and I said, Nibiru comes not this way, at least no time soon. So that's why admittedly it said no evidence of it frozen. That's right, no evidence of it. There you go. So no nuke from SpaceX, just crash stuff. Well, not really a nuke, but I'm talking equivalent size explosion. An explosion the scale of a small atom bomb. Like I said, N1 rocket threw debris 6 miles when it went off over the pad. So give it twice the fuel, twice the energy. I would say it could exceed 2 miles. As a matter of fact, it's an 11, I think, through debris 5 miles. So there you go, guys. All right, says standing foot. Well, Lee, I got banned all the time. Uh-oh, Frozen World, laughing my A off. I thought so, Lee, and Greg. Stephen is always. Stephen is BS anyways. Lee roasting him. Yeah, Lee and I both take turns roasting some of the same folks, don't we? So he is also with Paul Begley of Prophecy. Yeah, Begley is always talking the same kind of stuff. And Dan L. back from the Marfugal. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here so I can get to Rex's show, guys. We'll be on Rex in a little bit. So check out the Leak Project. And we're going to go. So I hope everybody's having a great day. And we'll see y'all there. Paul is full of it too, says Lee. I will not argue with Lee on that record. Paul is out there. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. And we'll catch you over to Leak Project.